so we are here today with Scott Lavin, who is starting a really cool project locally here in Eugene. It's all about ecology and making it work well in urban environments and people who don't have space for gardens. So, Mark, would you like to tell us a little more about it?
Sure, absolutely. So, yeah, I've invented a product that I call the Vertecology hanging garden, and it's Vertecology with an E. So, basically what it comes down to is that, tight urban spaces, kind of like where we are right now. It's like tight urban spaces, people living in apartments, people living, even, if you live in the suburbs, you can do it too. You got the tight space and you want to fit a beautiful urban gardening structure in there. The Vertecology hanging garden is perfect. It's based on what's called a tensegrity design. Tensegrity means the structure that's held together by tension. And so you basically get these planter boxes that have these keyhole connection points like this, and each one of these locks into a couple of ropes that are knotted, and then you get the staggering of the triangle. Basically creates what's called an octahedron. And that pattern, the triangulated octahedron pattern, gives the structure incredible strength. Like, all you really need to do is just have a couple of knots in the rope here, and it balances itself out, and it acts as a uniform, a holistic structure. There's videos online you can see. If you go to our site, you can see that. So what this gives you then is each one of these planter boxes, you get about 1.3 square feet of garden space in each of these, and you can use a method like square foot gardening to grow what you want. And what I encourage is people to do companion planting in here, so you can grow herbs, veggies, even things like tomatoes. In your garden, you can have a whole, if you have a 5-level garden in your living room or off your balcony, you can get 7 square feet of garden space out of one of these guys, 5-level garden, and grow like 60 pounds of herbs and veggies, probably more than that realistically, but we're being conservative with the estimates, but if you know, some really great gardening methodologies, I love it.
Great. So these days, a lot of people in communities around the world are taking huge steps forward to create a more sustainable future, that fits not just in the context locally, but also builds towards a huge global synergy. And it's not just with environmental sustainability, this includes social and economic sustainability, how we interact, from every level, from technology to just how we, live and play and all that. So how does Vertecology and your vision for it tie into everything that we're creating these days?
Well, that's a good question. I think Vertecology, what this really is about, there's a few things that I suppose this design and other things that I design all sort of have an aesthetic or an ethos that incorporates the aesthetic, beautiful, as well as the sustainability component, as well as the social component, I guess. It's like, on a practical level, it's just like, well, if you grow your own food, you're spending less money, you're probably going to be growing organically, which is going to create less reliance on supermarkets and, and outside sources, and people that have more control of their food supply, are going to be freer. They're going to have more, they're going to be, they're going to feel a lot more empowered. If they're able to grow their own food, they're going to feel a lot more empowered. They're going to want to share the vision, the vision and the fruit, literally. And then, the beauty component, I think, is really an important element. Part of my philosophy is that, if something is really beautiful, it's inspiring. It'll inspire people. So there's, to me, it's really about creating a sense of awe. It's really about creating a sense of awe and creating a sense of wonder. And I feel like this design, just this box, it's a pretty cool thing, but you don't really see it, until you actually see the structure. But that creates that sense of beauty, that sense of, whoa, what is that? Oh, cool. And then, conversation ensues. So we spread the word that way too, with just with the object itself, the design itself is an inspirational thing. Gets people asking questions, and they go, oh, wow, I didn't know that was possible to da-da-da-da. Maybe I'd like to grow my own food too. So that's, a big part of it as well, I think.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for sitting down with us. I'm sure people will love to hear more about this as it goes on.
Thank you.
I think these are like two different instruments, maybe, you know, potentially. Have a little drum circle. I feel like we had it for a second.
Yeah, oh, we had it.